Welcome to Datanews Weekly's weekly wrap-up of Saints game as we look forward to next week's game. This section I would probably call it's a slash between the whooping that should have been and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Dallas was owed this whipping that we gave them this past week. After the first time that we really, I guess you could say, took a beating from them was when we were going for our undefeated season. We were 13-0 and they came into the dome and they took us in the back of the woodshed. And ever since then, we've been, as Saints fans and as the Saints organization, have been looking to give Dallas one back. They got it this time. This was a dominant performance by the New Orleans Saints on all fronts. Rob Ryan's defense didn't look any better. It couldn't look any better than what they did to Dallas. I know Rob Ryan right now was like jumping up in joy. This is probably the best week ever, like they have on the Bravo channel. This is the best week ever for Rob Ryan to come out and just annihilate Dallas in the way that they did. I mean, the offense had 6 rushing yards, 10 rushing yards in the first half. I believe they ended the game with a little bit less than 20. A little close to 90 yards, in between 80 and 90 yards. They had 110 passing to give them a grand total of 194 some odd yards for the entire game. That's unheard of in the NFL, especially when you got Mr. Dez Bryant. You got Mr. Dez Bryant over there. You got Tony Romo, which has got to be the most overrated quarterback. I don't care about his stats. He can't win when it comes to the game. When it matters, when it counts, he cannot come through. So I'm so happy that we don't have Tony Romo. I'm so happy to have Drew Brees. But with that said, this was an outstanding performance by the Saints on defense. They really stepped up to the plate in every facet of it, from the defensive line to the linebackers to the secondary. Even without Harper, Bush showed up pretty good. I was impressed with Bush. He doesn't really give you the flair. He doesn't do above and beyond, so to speak, but he definitely is a solid player, and he's always there. He doesn't make the big mistake, and sometimes all you can ask. You can't expect every player on your defense to be a playmaker. Some guys just got to hold the fort down and be consistent. There's a lot to be said for consistency, and he does have that. I'm still waiting for Corey White. You know, he has those spurts of greatness, and then he kind of tails off. So I'm still looking for him to step up, especially as we noticed Vaccaro got the concussion in the game. And we're hoping that he's going to make it this week for San Francisco, but haven't got a word yet fully on if he's going to be available for the game. So, good luck to Vaccaro, and I hope that you get well soon, because we're going to need you in the home stretch. But this was... The only thing you can really say about this game is that we, unfortunately, two things I'm going to say. One, hold your breath hardly. Okay? Hold your breath hardly. I'm on the blogs, and I heard one of the bloggers coin that name for him, and I like it. Hold your breath hardly, because you never know what you're going to get with this guy. You never know. You come out in our Super Bowl run and make 2 of the greatest kicks in franchise history. But would you rather have Hartley or Martin Anderson, who is the most consistent kicker? I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. So, I guess it goes without saying. I guess I'm just being, facetious with asking that question. But Hartley, get it together, dude. You need to be out of here. The Saints have brought in kickers this week to actually push Hartley. I hope they actually bring somebody in to replace Hartley. I'm tired of pushing him. For the last 2 seasons, we brought in kickers to push Hartley, and that never fails. At the end of the day, it's Hartley. You never ever hear about a true kickers competition in camp. Never. We hear about the new guy that's coming in. All the sports writers say, well, hey, this guy has this talent, this guy can do this, and so many different things, but it's never a competition. They always want Hartley anyway because of what he did in our Super Bowl run, which truly, that gives you some type of credence. I'll give you that. That gives you some skin. You've laid some skin on the field, but we can't go into the playoffs, especially the Super Bowl, in the open weather and think that we could take Hartley and he's going to win the game. In New York, come on, the Meadowlands with the winds blowing in February, Hartley is going to break your heart. All right? Saints, beware. Get rid of Hartley. Get your kicker in there. That's an outdoor kicker. Don't look for any indoor kickers. You want to find strictly outdoor kickers. The second part of this week is the Kirby enthusiasm. Dallas is not the greatest, not a great team. I know you may think they're a great team because how much the media hypes them up. Oh my goodness, America's team, Dallas Cowboys. Ooh, they should win the NFC East. Have you looked at how horrible the NFC East is? It's ridiculously horrible. The number one team is 5-5. Are we now celebrating mediocrity? Because that's definitely what it is. Every time you turn on the TV, we're talking about who? Oh, the Giants are making a run. They've won 3 games. Oh, what about Eagles? Chip Kelly's fantastic offense. They just broke even to 5-5. Dallas Cowboys 5-5. They've got all the talent. Every year, Dallas has got the talent on paper. Where? Where's their talent? You got DeMarcus Ware. You got Dez Bryant. Can somebody name me somebody else? Please don't put Romo in the picture because he can't win the big game. So that's not your talent. You got a quarterback that's consistent, but where's your running back? Murray? He has spurts. He was hurt all last year. Tight end Witten? He's not bad. He's serviceable. Who else you got? Austin's out hurt. Who else on defense? Mo Claiborne, we all love him from LSU, but he's not even playing right now. Carr? Your linebackers Lee, he's out with a hamstring. He's hurt every year. So where is this talent on paper for Dallas? Point is, great win for the Saints, but really, we didn't beat a playoff team. We did not. We did not annihilate a playoff team. Now this week, the 49ers, well, let me say this. First, let me say this. For the win, Dallas, everybody can get this. Yeah. Drink Heineken's, baby. It was a wonderful win. I drank. It was enjoyable. It was a wonderful day. But it's time to get back to business. The 49ers. What we're going to do with the 49ers, we're going to have to, first of all, in their mouth. We're going to have to smack them in their mouth. San Francisco is a physical team. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco is going to come to play. I know how well we play in the Dome. Thank goodness for that, because we are 500 team on the road. So in order for us to have the record that we have, it's because of our home field advantage and all of my Who Dat Nation out there, all the fans and everybody. So we're going to have to bring it this week. Definitely going to have to bring it this week because San Francisco ain't no punk. Believe that. We have to stop Kaepernick. We have to stop Kaepernick from running the ball. We have to stop Gore. If we can do that, if we can stop the run, which we had a major problem with that with Chris Ivory and the Jets. This is why this game worries me, because San Francisco has 2 of the best lines in the league, offensive line and defensive line. And if you've been paying attention to this blog, you know doggone well where I stand. Our weakness is our offensive line. De La Puente scares me, dude. That's nightmares. Forget Freddy Krueger. Forgetting nightmare. De La Puente, that's who scares me. That's my Halloween nightmare. The guy can't really block. And then you got, of course, Charles Brown. I mean, wow, what? Yeah, Brown. Anyway, besides Grubbs and besides Jari Evans, we got issues on that line. Streif is serviceable. He's consistent. I'm not going to badmouth Streif. But the other 2 guys, that's the weaknesses. And the defenses come at us with them. We know this. If you're not going to get offsides on Brown, you're going to get holding with De La Puente. You're going to get holding with Brown. It's going to go back and forth. They're going to kill your drive. And you got Alden Smith back. You got serious defensive line with San Francisco. If we don't stop their defensive line, if we don't keep Breeze upright, and we don't get Ingram running the ball, whoa. Before you even go down Ingram, you see what the man can do when he has blockers, people that open holes. The man can't run without holes. I know Chris Ivory's a beast, and he was able to do it, so I'll give that to Chris Ivory. Chris Ivory's a beast. He can run with no holes, with very little bit of daylight. Ingram, not so much. But if you give the man an open hole, he can get through it, and he can run efficiently. effectively. Whatever word you want to use. But you got to open holes. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that with San Francisco. I hope that we can. Past that, if we can hold off and get through San Francisco, stop Gore, stop Kaepernick. We don't have to worry about the wide receivers. I don't think Vernon Davis is going to play. If he is, he's going to be he's going to be banged up. He's not going to be 100%. So we can work with Vernon Davis. He's not going to do us like the last time in San Francisco and Harper. We all know what happened. You won't have to worry about that this week. What you will have to worry about is Gore gashing us through the middle like Chris Ivory did, because he's a better back than Ivory. Much better back than Ivory. So that's what my predictions are. It's going to be a close game. I believe the Saints can pull it out for one reason and one reason only, because we're in the dome and you just don't want to see us in the dome. So I don't believe that San Francisco is going to beat us. I believe it's going to be a close game, extremely close game. I guarantee you it will come down to the last 4 minutes of the game. I don't see this as everybody else talking 38-24. Saints are going to just blow them out. Man, they just came off a loss from Carolina. They kept Carolina down, which has an explosive offense. They kept Carolina to 10 points. They couldn't score over 9. I think we can get more than 10 points on anybody in the league, to be honest with you. So that's why I feel comfortable. But know that this is a serious team that's coming to play, and it's not going to be an easy game. After that, you know what we run into? Atlanta. We can handle that. Then we got Seattle. It's going to be a game. Then Carolina. It's going to be a game. These next 4 games is going to tell about our home field advantage. It's going to tell us where we're going to be in the playoffs. Because you know one thing. If we get home field advantage, it's OV, baby. It's OV, baby. Playing for home field advantage in the playoffs. We're playing to keep Carolina off our butt. They're only down by 1 game. Can't play with them. Got to be serious about it. So I'm going to sign off. Great win against Dallas. Curb your enthusiasm. Buckle up. Get ready for this week. San Francisco is no joke. Atlanta, it's a laugh, but they're going to play us hard. It's a divisional game. That's how it goes. Seattle, a test. Carolina, real deal test. So we got our next 4 weeks cut out for us. So Monday night, everybody root for the Patriots. I know we hate them. They beat us. But enemy of my enemy makes a friend of me. Yes, sir. So being that Carolina is both the Patriots, and our enemy, Patriots are now our friends. So we're going to roll with that. Go Patriots. Go Saints. I'm signing off for Datanews Weekly. This is your boy Kingfish. Nah, I mean, see you next week. 100.